But don't forget the songs that made you cry and the songs that saved your life. Yes, you're older now and you're a clever swine, but they were the only ones who ever stood by you. Rubber Ring by the Smiths. I'll be expressing my love and passion for music, and that if I were to have 5 days to compose music to let you know what I would do. I feel that some of you would sometimes wonder what would happen if you created your own music, how it'll be and what relation you would have. I write lyrics, match it up with chords, play 2 different instruments. I play around with software that could be used to produce music, and I've composed, produced, and performed my own music before. I'll be talking about where my inspirations come from, how I started writing lyrics and match up chords with them, and how I produce my music, as well as speak about the rate in which I can produce a certain amount of songs per day. My first point is my inspirations for music comes from my surroundings and the scenery, my feelings, and from different situations. Whenever I'm looking at my surroundings, I try to seek something that grabs my attention, such as flowers, insects, different languages, shoes, food, the sky, and etc. This then leads to my next reason about the role that my feelings play into my inspiration. Through these different surroundings, I experience different feelings in which they can be related to each other. However, these feelings I experience don't always come from my surroundings, but also from what's going on in my mental or physical state. All of my feelings are also related to my reason what leads me to make music. These feelings could also either come from or cause different situations that happen, such as a feeling of anger. It could come from a disagreement with someone, or I could just be angry to let it out on someone and cause a problem. This could also be true for sadness, irritation, happiness, stress, and any other positive or negative emotions. Although my 3 reasons on where I get my inspiration from are all connected, they still allow me to be able to transfer these inspirations onto paper, which leads me to my second point. My second point is that the way I start writing lyrics is by jotting down several things, and the way I match up chords with the lyrics is by playing around with the instruments, figuring out which instrument is better, and playing around with the softwares and etc. When I start writing lyrics, the first thing I do is spell out all my thoughts, ideas, feelings, descriptions, and any other information. When I do this, it helps my brain and mind clear up any thoughts that may block creativity and allow me to see what type of songs I could create. I try to figure out the possible tone of the song by using the most recent or repetitive feeling at the moment. Then I'd use a situation that I may have written down that would have significantly impacted me or created this feeling inside of me, which then brings the meaning behind my lyrics. I then try to add other information or descriptions of my song to make it come to life. After I figured out the structure of the lyrics, I would then start to figure out the instrumental portion of the song. When I tried to figure out what chords to use, I first started playing around with both instruments, the guitar and the piano, to see what type of melody, rhythm, or speed that the song is going to have, which would then lead me to finding out how I want the bass of the song, which I then use a software to create. Once I figured out the chords, I then picked the instrument that would sound better. Once I choose, I started figuring out the sequence and timing for the chords that while trying to sing along with my songs. By singing along with the practicing the playing chords, I start to pick up the timing and style that I want it to be. So then I start recording the song, which would then take us to my final point. My final point is that the way I produce my music is by recording what I have and think is suitable, to adding any electronic music to it, to editing and publishing the final piece. When I recorded the song, I recorded a few times so I'm able to choose the best one. I first recorded the instrument in my desired tempo and then my voice. After these 2 things are done and I'm satisfied, I choose the best recording, upload it to the software I'm using, and move on to the next step, which is adding any missing parts such as bass, beats, and etc. Once this is done, I start to make final edits to my songs and publish it online. But before I publish anything, I send the song to myself with a name and date so I can prove that it is my original song. This process may take a few hours due to editing and recording, but that doesn't mean I can only do about 1 or 2 songs per day. The rate or ratio of the songs I can create 2 days would be about 5 songs per day. This is due to the various ideas, thoughts, or feelings experienced throughout one day. Although some may wonder what type of work comes with creating and producing a song, it's not as difficult as some may think. All you have to do is collect your thoughts, feelings, ideas, write it on a piece of paper, and start from there. Today I've shared with you how my inspirations come, how I come up with my lyrics, instrumentals, and how I produce and publish my music, as well as the ratio of songs per day. You already have experiences, but think of music as a connection between the art form of expression to your soul. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.